Hey, welcome to The Explainer. You know that feeling? You walk away from a chat and it just hits you? They didn't really hear a word you said. Or maybe even worse, you realize you weren't really listening. Well, today we're digging into a huge problem that honestly affects all of us, and we're drawing from some great insights by the knowledge curator Dr. Nayar to answer the question, why in a world that's more connected than ever, does it feel like no one remembers you?
Now, this quote isn't just about doctors or journalists. It's pointing to something much bigger, something universal. The massive cost of a single moment of inattention. And that right there, that's the core of the problem we're all facing. A massive society-wide deficit in our ability to just focus.
Which leads to this feeling we all know, right? You're in a meeting, you're at the dinner table with your family, you are physically in the room, but your mind, it's somewhere else entirely. It's like we've all become experts at being in two places at once. We're here, but we're not really here.
And it's so easy to just shrug this off, as some minor little habit. But these tiny little lapses in focus, they can have huge, sometimes devastating, real-world consequences. We're not just talking about feeling a little awkward socially. We're talking about things that can change lives.
I mean, just picture it. A doctor. Maybe they're thinking about their last patient or what's for lunch. And for just a second, they overlook a critical symptom on a chart. In that one tiny moment of distraction, everything can change.
Or think about something we see all the time, every single day. A driver glances down at their phone to check a quick message. That split-second choice can lead to absolute disaster. The danger is right there, and it's incredibly common. We even feel it in our everyday frustrations, right? The customer service rep who's just reading a script, not actually hearing your problem. And here's the really uncomfortable truth behind all of this. We all think we're the ones paying attention, but we're not.
So if pretty much everyone is failing at this, is it just us? Are we all just bad at paying attention? Well, not exactly. The problem is actually much, much bigger than that. The world we live in is literally designed to break our focus. The environment itself is the real culprit here.
How designed? Get a load of this number. 40 seconds. That's how often, on average, we get a notification on our devices. I mean, seriously, how is anyone supposed to have a deep thought or a meaningful conversation when you're getting digitally tapped on the shoulder every 40 seconds? It's almost impossible.
And it's not just the pings and the dings. We're trapped in what you could call the sabotage of speed. Think about the infinite scroll on social media, just designed to keep you swiping, or how we're always switching between 10 different tasks, which makes us feel productive, but it's really just a myth. We've started to value going fast over going deep, and we don't realize that sometimes slowing down is the only way to actually get ahead.
Okay, so this all sounds pretty bleak, but how do we actually fight back against a world that is built to distract us? Well, the solution isn't some crazy, complex productivity system. The antidote is actually a really simple but powerful shift in your mindset. It's about embracing active, disciplined attention. Look at this. This slide right here, this is the whole game. It's a difference between passively hearing a bunch of sounds versus actively listening to what someone is saying. It's a difference between just seeing words on a screen and actually comprehending the idea. It's moving from passive to active. That is the shift we all need to make.
And the source material gives us this incredible way to think about focus. Picture a snake, it's lying perfectly still, but it can feel the tiniest vibration in the ground. It ignores all the other random noise around it, but when it detects that one little signal, it strikes with absolute, perfect precision. That is focus.
And that's why this matters so much. When you can develop that kind of focus, it basically becomes your superpower. At work, the person who actually listens is the one who gets remembered, the one who gets that promotion. At home, it's how you make your partner or your kids feel truly seen and valued. In a world that's just drowning in distraction, focus is your ultimate competitive edge.
So, let's make this real. This isn't just some abstract idea. There's a super simple, practical challenge you can try literally today to start taking back your focus. The very next conversation you have, just try this. It's 4 easy steps. 1. Put your phone face down where you can't see it. 2. Look up at the person and actually make eye contact. 3. Before you jump in to respond, just take a breath. Pause for a beat. And 4. Just notice. Notice how the whole vibe of the conversation changes. It's amazing.
And this gets us to this kind of beautiful paradox at the heart of it all. By choosing to do less, by focusing on just one person, one conversation,
one task at a time, you actually end up achieving so much more. You get your attention back, your connections get deeper, and you become way more effective.
And that brings us all the way back to the beginning. The cost of a wandering mind is just too high to keep paying. So I'll leave you with this to think about. In a world that seems to remember almost nothing, your full, undivided attention is one of the most valuable gifts you can give. So who are you going to give it to?